The world won't understand you. Hey, but it's okay. Said the world won't understand you. Cause I made you in my own way. Said the world won't understand you. Cause I made you.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 129 of In a Good Way podcast. Today's special guest is Eric Peraza. Eric has experienced spiritual things pretty much throughout your whole life, right?
Yeah, you could say, in the
Okay.
journey.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, I met Eric in a spiritual group, and I resonated with a lot of things he was sharing. So I was like, oh man, I gotta interview him. I was like, I know it's gonna be a good conversation.
Mhm.
And so let me ask you this real quick. I mean, I know it's
Yeah.
kind of jumping ahead, but
Yeah.
even that, you joining the group, is that part of like now you're like okay, I need to find more people like me that are experiencing things, or have you
Oh
already been?
yeah. Yeah. I've been like first, you know, man, it was first it's kinda hard, bro. It's kinda hard to like to break into the lifestyle, well, and it's not like a lifestyle, but it's just a state of mind, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kinda like hard to just like I don't know, like 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 social, just like in public and social. Like I'm very social, bro, and I'm very like like I know a lot of people and shit, or I get to know a lot of people really quick. But the thing is that it's kind of hard to I don't know. You at the same time you feel kind of like by yourself,
Oh
in,
yeah,
in
absolutely.
a state of mind. When you're in that state of mind, and then it's like this lifestyle is just trying to of trying to figure out more information so you understand yourself,
Yeah.
so so like for me it's like kind of hard in the beginning. I kind of like held back, I kind of held back from from all the things of the spiritual life, basically. I've always
Well,
been religious,
okay, well, let's start with that. Now let's go to the beginning.
uh,
So let's start all the way, like from when you were little. What was some of the first things that you were experiencing that you're like, whoa, what is this? Or things that you remember that your mom told you, like, hey man, you used to do this or that, or something.
like as far as when I was a kid, I don't really have a lot of recollection as far as a little kid, as far as spiritual, anything spiritual, like as a kid, like if I start looking back, how like as we get older, we start looking back at our as back in the days, like, oh, now this makes sense. Oh, this makes sense, leading up to my like where I'm at right now, or where I was. Um, like let's just say, as a kid, I was home alone one time, and then I suffered a heart attack, bro. You
What?
know, so I'm walking down the hallway, and then I feel my my heart wanted to come out of my chest, and dude, all I recollect is me hitting my wall, hitting because I'm walking down the hallway, right? Walking like towards my front door, and I'm walking down the hallway, and I feel my chest like it just wants to pop out, and then I hit my head on the right side, left side, and then bam, I fall to the floor. But I still was conscious, even though I couldn't see anything. I was still conscious of what my body was doing. It was a trip, and I fall down onto the floor, and then something just told me to get up, back up. Like I just went back up again, and ever since then, bro, it's just been like little stuff like that, like that led up to where, oh, like, oh, there's something different about me,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
something's watching over me, big time,
absolutely. How old were you when that happened?
dude. I was like probably like right there. I was probably like around, I was like 14 years old, maybe something like
Oh
that.
wow, yeah, that's young,
Yeah,
man. That's young.
yeah. I mean, I was home alone, and I was like, nobody saw me do that. So it's like, who do you hear of somebody just falling down and like getting a heart attack and just getting up like nothing?
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know? So
Absolutely. So,
yeah.
so let me ask you this: like, is your family like religious or spirit? Like your mom, anybody? Like,
My mom's very like she's always taking me to church, bro.
okay,
We're Catholic, and she's always like forced me to go to church.
yeah,
No, nobody wants to go to church when they're kids. I didn't understand it, you know. I saw people praying and everything, and I guess like I was always taught like if you ever need something or you can always rely on Jesus, like
Yeah.
or God Himself, just to pray and so as a kid, yeah, we'll go to church here and there, and as an adult, like you get into a lot of heat, you start praying, like
Oh yeah.
like help me out,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's a process, it's a process that you get into it. I mean, now I'm like, I try to get in the habit of praying every day, in the morning and stuff like that. But yeah,
Absolutely. And I know you mentioned as well, like you being shot at, and that was something too that made you like, no way, like this is
yeah, like three times, and I've been shot at 3 times. Dude, it was savage. If I start replaying these moments, it's like, you be thinking it's like you're in like some like you ever watched the movie Black Hawk Down?
which one? Black Hawk Down?
Black Hawk Down,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You know how the dudes is just all you hear is the bullets flying and everything, like and like, dude, like I don't know, 2 times I had the the bullet holes in the same locations. So one went through here, you know, the other one
Yeah.
went right here, and the other one right here. Hey, bro, tell me how does it happen twice? Like, the circumstances that I'm gonna have, that I'm gonna be in the same situation twice like that, and then 3 times. The last time was just like it was just all over the place, but I just remember getting up and like me and my homies like, oh, did we get shot? Because they always say like, hey, you're not gonna feel nothing, bro. Like the adrenaline is pumping, so we're over here like checking ourselves and everything. Like, nah, bro, you're not bleeding. I'm not bleeding. Then I get home, bro. So I start checking my clothes. Dude, it went through my mustard shirt and everything. The mustard shirt sticks to your body, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it went through like my mustard shirt and everything, bro. I'm like, dude, something's watching me.
So how did you feel in that moment? What really went through your thought? Like, damn, like, was it an angel? Was it God? Like, what's going
I'm
through your head?
like, at that moment, I'm like, man, Jesus is watching over me, bro.
Uh,
Like he has to be watching over me. Like, like something wants me here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
So
it's not my time yet.
exactly. So what's the exact moment where you were like, all right, let me start looking more into the spiritual or
Um,
like that?
towards like after I was done with the street stuff, bro.
Oh, okay.
And that was like around. And what I mean by the street stuff is just like I always grew up like I was just like a normal kid with a freaking comb over. Now it's
Oh,
all
okay.
famous. Everybody has a comb over now. Like back in the days, everybody used to make fun of me. Like, oh, hey, bro, like your mom combs your hair.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So everybody used to clown me, bro, and then since I had freckles, so everybody called me Cabbage Patch Kid,
Oh,
and
wow.
they used to dog me. But uh, but eventually you just grow out of that. But then like I end up becoming the bully. Like everybody was bullying me, and then I become the bully. And then I never been into like this like gang banging like that. I just love the lifestyle of it. Like I'm like, damn, these fools all got all the girls, bro. Like, or like,
Ah,
just
yeah,
like, oh, these fools got badass cars, like, it's just stuff like that, or the respect they get too. So I was just leaning towards like, just I was more like a thug. And so like that that lifestyle, you go through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, even though you might think like you're in like in this state of mind, like, oh, you're on top of the world, you're like next to God almost.
mm,
Um, no, that's where I had put myself to. Like I was untouchable, and anything could happen. Nothing's gonna happen to me until I started going through. Okay, now shoes is like now dudes is not really want to put their hands up. Now now they're
yeah, yeah,
shooting.
yeah.
So it's like I had to make a decision, bro. And then a couple of my homies got shot, and
Mm,
I was just like, man, it's just time. It's time to like stop being in that state of mind, and then being in that energy. bro, because the cops used to pull me over all the time. Like it's like like dudes would bang on me all the time. Because I'm right here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, yeah,
So, or here's the mecca of all that.
absolutely.
And so once I got out of that life, like that state of mind and that lifestyle, bro, it's crazy because that's how energy is, bro. You know, you stay in that state of mind. You're looking for that attention. Hey, man, that dude's knocking on the door. Hey, bro, we'll get your ass outside then. You want it, come and get it. And once I left that style, like and feeding that energy, like the cops stopped messing with me, bro. I wasn't getting pulled over freaking every other day or every day. Uh, like I started like becoming more to myself, I started coming to who I am, like a
Mm.
social person, like a chill person, even though I'm not like that all the time because I get angry a lot.
Oh, okay.
But that's just like, just in your head, but eventually you get you just like the energy of it. I started noticing, I started just noticing patterns of certain things that would happen, certain things that I would just pick up on, man. Like I was a very not a paranoid person. The streets taught me to be very aware of my surroundings, you
Mm.
know? Because you
Yeah.
always watch constantly before. I used to like, you walk down the street, and you're always constantly watching your back, like if like you're some crackhead or some shit,
Ah, yeah,
But eventually you get out of that stage, and now like now I could walk my dogs, and I'm walking by myself, and I don't like even worry about it. But that very like, I think like all the pain and suffering and just the streets kind of opened that door for me, you know?
mm.
That was like the stepping stone towards, all right, and this is like around 26, 27.
Oh,
So
okay.
then now I started like looking into like YouTube or Googling stuff, like just being your chakras, your
Oh, okay. Yeah,
intuition,
yeah, yeah.
being empathetic. I just started looking into a lot of things. I'm like, oh man, like that resonates on me. Okay, that resonates on me. That resonates on me. And then like I don't know, man. It's like it's crazy because I like looking into conspiracies and stuff like that. So I don't know. One time I ran into like, I don't know if you ever heard of like MK
Yeah,
Ultra.
yeah, for
You ever
sure.
heard of that? Okay, so like the mind controlling stuff. So like, I don't know. I remember my wicked brain. I'm just like praying to God. I'm like, man, hey man, like give me, give me this. Like hook me up with like so I could like I will fight that. Like I'll like I'll
Yeah.
just I'll like give me some type of like sign or something like give me the power or something of to like combat them mentally like I don't know for some reason I always like since young well not young but like once I got like older like in my early 20s started noticing that hey man like our minds like 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 we hold a lot of power, bro. We have the power of influencing people, the power to like you can manipulate people. Like, bro, that's a lot of things that go into this. Could be it's negative and positive, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like it's it's just a lot of it's a lot of stuff that comes at you. It just sometimes you just don't know how to interpret all of it. And even though right now, like like what you saw me in the spiritual group. That was the first time I ever been in a spiritual group. That was
Oh,
recommended to me,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
recommended to me because I just like I didn't know how to interpret none of this stuff, bro. And it's kind of hard to like just come out and just talk to people just like in life in general, like they don't understand.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
oh, he probably thinks he's crazy,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I used to use because of it because I didn't understand it, bro. So just to raise my senses and everything, so like it's just it's been a difficult path, bro. But now it's like I got like a spiritual guy, a life coach and stuff like that. And then she hooked me up with we're going to the to the spiritual group,
Mm.
and that kind of like opened the door for me because I felt like I was trapped in my head, man. It feels like that to a certain degree, but at the same time, you live in reality, like if I don't get on my grind, like my kids are not gonna eat,
Mm.
so I've been dealing with two lifestyles, like trying to live a normal life and at the same time trying to understand, okay, I understand my abilities, I still don't know what I'm capable of 100%, but like what am I gonna do with this stuff? Like am I deep in my heart, like I want to help people, Um
Absolutely.
and and helping comes in many ways, bro. Like sometimes you don't like I don't need to be a nonprofit to do it. Like, like sometimes it's just helping a friend, like he needed some uplifting, and some morale because I I've noticed with being in the streets, I'm like, dude, I could scare the shit out of people, you know? So I have the power to actually uplift them too, So, there's like a negative and a positive. You just gotta know which direction you want to take, So like now I'm like, for a while I've been leaning toward like, okay, I want to be positive. And I know that everything's not like a white picket fence with a badass dog and, this nice house and, like everything's all, fucking honky dory, like everything's all perfect because the world is not perfect, bro. Um, Especially for me, like I live in West LA, so I've been noticing how LA has transformed.
Um,
You know, like the lifestyle, like it looks nice from the outside. If I look out the window, oh, it's nice sunny day. But if I walk around the neighborhood, it's like, bro, you see people in the streets, man, like and it's just like I'm very empathetic, so it's like I just like, damn, it just makes me feel some type of way,
yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
what, like the homeless problem and all that you're
Yeah,
talking
like the
about? Or
homeless
yeah.
problem, like, just the drug use, like it's just like they're savage now,
Ah,
It's just like people just using like in broad daylight. Nobody's hides in the bushes no more. It's
wow.
just out there,
Yeah,
But yeah, like it's you see that's another thing. That's another bit, like I started being very, very empathetic,
yeah. Mm,
you know, especially in big crowds or uh or to a person. It's not like I like or and I'm very good like at reading people, their energy and them as a person is and it's like don't get me wrong, bro. You could drive yourself mentally crazy if you want to freaking break down each person like Iron Man and you give into their profile,
oh, ah,
you know what I'm saying? Like but so um with that what I'm trying to say is that like not every person that I talk to is like I'm over here breaking down like that, it's just when you know, you know. Once
yeah,
you know what you got going on, when you know, and you know when you need it, when you don't need it. Like it's like if you're just going to go eat, like you don't need to be like over here profiling every single person,
yeah,
you know. So it's like when you walk into a restaurant, it's a calm. Everybody's eating. It's a chill vibe, So that's what I'm trying to say. Stuff like
absolutely.
that.
No, no, no. That's there was so many things I related to your story that I was like trying to not interrupt, because I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
like I wanted to say like, oh dude, that's so similar to my story. And about like what you said about like how you said, yeah, living in both worlds. And I could tell you right now, my whole like it's almost like my whole journey with this spirituality. And by all means, everybody should go on that journey for themselves, right? To learn
yeah,
about
yeah,
themselves. But it's crazy. Like you get to a point where it's almost like from the spirit world, they're pushing you back, like, hey, you're still on earth. You got things to do. And I'm like, no, no, I wanna go. No, no, you gotta go back. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So you get to that point that, yeah, us being here does like we do have things to do here. Like you said, for
yeah,
you, it's very obvious, right? You got responsibilities, you gotta feed your kids, this and that.
yeah, yeah,
So, but for me, it's like, hey, you still got things to do, because you could get
yeah,
lost in that, right? Like
yeah,
because you want to know, right? You want to learn, well, where
yeah,
did I come from? Why are we here? Why this? Why that? Why does this
yeah,
happen to me? But to me, like I got to a point where then it's like, okay, now now go finish what you got to do on earth. You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah,
yeah, by all means, everyone should go on their journey, right? For me, it's been since and the same, right? I had a lot of life and death situations. Like by the time I was probably like 18, I started asking, okay, like what is this, right? Like what's going
Yeah.
on? Like why are you keeping me? And the same, right? I wanted to be like almost like I think what you're trying or what you were saying is like almost like be a soldier for God, right? Like, hey, I'll do
Yeah.
it. Like, just show me
Yeah.
and I'll put in the work. Like, I'm
Yeah.
already in the streets anyways. So yeah, so that's why
You
when you
know?
said that, I was like, dude, that's
Yeah.
funny. That's like,
That's
exa-
like I got my shield ready, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah.
You know?
And so I think like some of us that are born in that, like I love that Tupac line. He said, "We are soldiers in God's eyes. Now it's time for war." And it's like,
Yeah.
because we grow up and we're thinking, why does this? You know, you see someone over there living in their like that with their beautiful white picket fence, and why were we put
Mhm.
in this environment? Why did we have to, whatever, get shot at or be looking over
Yeah.
our shoulders? And whatever, if someone over there is living like, living all
Yeah.
good, and then so but then when you get older, you realize like, damn man, it's like I've been in training my whole life. So you feel
Yeah.
like, hey, well, hey, I'm here. So
Yeah.
like I'll put in the word, God, what's up?
Yeah, cause no,
Like,
cause it gets to a point like when you look back, you're like you could be like I know it's like to society, just normal people, that's never been in that lifestyle. They're like, oh man, that's dumb, and it is dumb,
yeah,
and it's foolish that we got into this. Like I can't be like, oh, I'm blaming the white man for keeping me down,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
It's just like it's not like that, it's a lifestyle that you grow up into. You want to fit in or whatever the case may be that you try to go into that, but it's just it's just something that it's just individual choices, bro.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
pros and cons and with it, and I just like in the negativity, bro. There's positivity, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Like
absolutely.
like it's like if you don't believe there's a light at the end of the tunnel, then I guess bro. I guess you don't need a nightlight, bro, or
Yeah,
something. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I don't know what to tell you. But it's just everything's just choices, and then so I just like learned to through all my crap, all my life choices, every certain moments, because I'm still trying to learn to live in the moment. You know, um, that something came out of it. And I could turn that negative into a positive. So that's what I've been on, and it's just it's a patient. The thing with the spiritual stuff is it's very you got to be patient. And I'm an impatient person, man. I like things to like happen 0 to 100. Especially when I'm in the zone, when I'm like focused and I'm locked in. I like to learn, man. I love to learn. That's what I love to do. But at the same time, there's a balance with it too, because uh, we're making certain choices. Like, I want to just like leave my kids. Now I leave my kids again for another something else. Or my family, and because they're important. So it's like a balance with this thing too. So that's what I'm trying to learn too. And I'm still new to it. Like as far as basically, you could say this is my public coming out party.
yeah,
Like that. Like this is not something I talk to friends or like I don't have too many people that understand me. I
yeah,
just barely talked to my mom like not so long ago. Talked about it. And she was like, all right, that's good as long as it's like because she always told me since I was a kid, like like basically well it's in Spanish, but it's like
yeah. You could say it in Spanish too. It's all good.
um well, now that I'm thinking in Spanish now, like I'm going blank, but like what she's trying to say is like believe, but like even if like basically what she's trying to say, even if you don't believe
Oh,
that there's something greater, there's something out there, you know. So basically, that's what she was saying in Spanish, and she would tell me that all the time.
let's see, say it in
So,
Spanish because I want to know what it is that she said.
oh, dijo que no hay que, así like, hay que creer porque, ah, how does it go? No hay que dejar que creer. Ah man, I really
It's
can't
all
put
good.
it
It's all
together.
good.
But
No
if it
worries.
comes
No
up,
worries. Yeah, yeah.
but if I remember it, I'm gonna shoot it to
Yeah,
you.
yeah. For sure. For sure.
During right now, right now that we're talking, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure. For sure.
Yeah, it'll come to me.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's cool, man. So
Yeah,
yeah, so she was very open to.
yeah. Like she was like, yeah, she should have taken that. She didn't. I thought she was gonna take it like, what the hell's wrong with you? But nah, she was like very. Because I told her it's not like that, you know. Like it's not like I'm out there or anything like that. It's just sometimes I just feel things, you know, or you know, I get signs sometimes, you know. Like I was telling you, like the other day on, like I saw this like white owl, and I guess but
Mm.
they told me there was like a Harry Potter white owl,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Lego set, you know, that it was just on the floor and it was already built, and somebody had a sign on it that said free, and then with a they had a box full of stuff. I guess they were moving out, but this was outside of the box, and it was just on the floor, you know, and it's just like the eyes of the owl just called me, bro. So I just picked it up, you know, and I have it. And I'm it's right here looking at me too. And it's a trip because on Saturday I'm just chilling and this past weekend and what do I see? I hear something like something white fall down, like ah, you know. I'm like, what the hell? Like something fell. Like I thought it was like a bag or something, or you know, just
Yeah, yeah.
something just fell. And I guess it was a owl catching his prey, and
Oh
it
wow.
flies back up in the air and just takes off. You know,
Wow.
I'm like, what the hell? You know, I'm just tripping out. You
Yeah.
know, and it's just a lot of man, it's just a lot of signs. You know, even when you when in time of desperation. And I try not to pray too much when I'm just like when only when I need something. You know, I think it has to be kind of like for me. It's kinda like I feel like I have to like have a balance with it. You know,
Yeah.
because um like it's like give and take, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So so like let's just say I have this weird thing about like when I see shooting stars because I always see man, I see a lot of shooting stars. Like I think I can make a wish for everybody, you know,
Ah,
in the city and
hell
stuff.
yeah. Do it,
You
man.
know, I be seeing it. No, I'm seeing them, bro, and you know that Cali, you can't really see too
Yeah,
much of
yeah.
the sky because it's so small. But like, I just like I don't know because of I live pretty close to the beach. You know, I'm like 5 minutes away from the beach. So
Oh,
here and because of or like say when I have a birthday, you know, you blow out a candle, you make a wish, or you see a shooting star, you make a wish.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's I have this thing about that. I don't do it. I rather give it to somebody else. So it's like
Oh,
I always pass it forward. I'm like maybe somebody's praying right now. Maybe they could receive it.
that's yeah, yeah. No,
I
no,
don't know. It's
that's
just some crazy intuition that I have. Like I don't know what it is, bro. It's just I just feel like I have to do that.
yeah, that's you being empathetic. No,
Yeah.
let me tell you, share something before I forget. Or well, go ahead, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off if
Go ahead.
yeah, like I don't know if you knew, but like the owl is well, you know, there's so much like me, like I study everything to know. Like what a tattoo I have right here, the only one that's visible, it says know thyself. So I'd be like
Um,
dumb to have that and not know nothing about myself. I studied everything about myself. So you know, there's all these like there's a Chinese astrology, there's this.
yeah,
So there's
yeah.
a native, like there's the native zodiacs too. So in the native zodiac, you're an owl because you're Sagittarius, so you're an owl. And
That's
I
crazy.
yeah,
See?
I know that because it's my opposite. So you and me, we have the same. So if you were born in the south, you'd be a deer. But because you were born in the north, you're an owl. I'm a deer because I was born in the north. But if I was born in the south, I'd be an owl. So the owl and the deer
Oh
are
my
very
gosh.
simple. Yeah, like I always find owl feathers the same. Like I went to work one day and it was like 3 in the morning and a white owl came out and it did a couple circles, you know. And I
Yeah,
thought like that's crazy because you know like my name's Omar, so it was like it did the little O and it took off.
yeah.
And
Well,
I was like, oh man, all right. So that's funny that you're gonna have a connection. And what does the owl do? See, it sees. So if you haven't
uh,
opened up to that level yet, maybe expected that you're just
yeah,
gonna keep opening up. If you like kind of surrender to it, I'm sure things will open up
yeah,
more and more. So the
yeah,
owl's
yeah.
gonna be yeah close
That's
to
what
you.
one of my spiritual guys was telling me. Like, you know, just tell the universe you accept this. You know, you
Yeah, yeah,
accept it. and I did that. Ever since then, just little things started happening. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like like I had a dream, and then with the four numbers that come out, 8888,
Oh,
four eights. So what does that mean? Like it has two meanings. Like yeah, it has like abundance, and just like wisdom and stuff like that. But like also there's something like a guardian angel, bro.
mm,
Something's protecting me.
absolutely. No, and it
Yeah,
also it also could stand for like the A, right? It's like completing cycles. Sometimes people think karmic as bad, but karmic's not always bad. It just means like
yeah,
it's something that has to be. It could be, but you should never look at it. Like it just,
yeah. Like if
yeah.
you
Like
give it
let's
that
say,
energy, then it's gonna have that
yeah,
energy.
let's say you just like, oh, some girl broke your heart, and then you start seeing the 888. It's telling you like, hey, there, it's done. But
You know.
and it's like you might not remember. Damn, I forgot I did that to homegirl when I was in high school, and you don't
Uh,
remember, but they're just showing you like, hey, like, yeah, you're hurt, but hey, it was just part of the karmic cycle. It's good now, right? So I've seen
yeah,
eight
yeah,
eight eight in that form, like 888 or money, the same. Like I'll be
yeah,
like 888, and next thing you know, it's like I'll get a check out of nowhere, and it may not be like, oh, I won the lot, like $1. It'll be like $100 or something from. I'll be like, what? Where? I didn't even know I was getting this. So I
yeah, yeah.
like so 888 is legit. When I see it, I'm like, oh wow, it always means something. That's crazy that it came to you in the dream. Like it really wanted to get your attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in 2 weeks I'm gonna go to Big Bear, so if I see some deer horns or something, I'll bring it to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, for
Since
sure.
you get the owl feathers, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, no, they're good. They're
Oh
very
shit.
they're very important to the like in the native culture, right? And also
Yeah,
you see the deer, they say like the horn, it's like an antenna, right? So they're very
yeah,
connected to the spirit world. It's like the owl, right? The owl is, it's nocturnal. It sees what others can't see, right? So it's
yeah.
like it pierces into the spirit world. So
I
like
was
what
gonna show you. I was gonna show you something that remember I told you about my tattoo?
yeah, yeah.
Look, check it out.
Oh.
And then right here, it's holding on to the LA, and then I have two dragons
Ah. Yeah,
guarding
that's
it.
dope. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I was telling
no.
you. Remember I was telling you
Yeah.
about that? Like,
Yeah,
so I just
yeah.
like always felt like something I need to be watching over something.
Ah. That's funny. See, even that's kind of similar, but I can't because I have this whole. But I'll show
Yeah,
you later. But that's so funny
no,
that So that's crazy.
no,
Yeah. So
yeah. It's
any
just
other?
like it's just
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
no. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, no. I was just gonna
No,
say
because I
like
always like
any.
I always feel like I always need to be like protective or something. I don't know why. You know?
No, no. It probably like. Have you looked into your past lives yet or not yet?
Nah, I haven't looked into that. People
Okay.
have told me about that.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
like the most that like right now, like we're like I'm in a spiritual group, messaging and they started doing the animal quiz and so I looked it up, I started doing it, like I was like everybody had done it, I guess, and so I'm like, you know what, let me try it, and I end up being a crow.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't
And
know
that's
what you're.
crazy, bro.
Oh,
And it's crazy because I was for some reason, like prior to that coming out, that coming out in the quiz or whatever, I've been focusing on them. Like I was focusing on them before. I
oh.
like because I started looking into them because I just heard that they're really freaking smart. So I always
Very.
see
Yeah.
something by my
Yeah.
house, so I'm like, I'm gonna start feeding them. I heard that once you start feeding them, they'll start like coming around more and chilling, and they're very smart. So I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like, I just wanted to like, I don't know, I connect with animals. So
No, absolutely. No, I remember I went for a hike and one of the trails goes out like to the houses in the hills and they had the trash out and the crow like straight out opened up the whole trash can, took out the bag. I was like, what in the hell? Like this dude straight out opened up the trash bin and then pulled out the trash and started. I was like, dude, so there's no. And at that moment, it gave me the message of, wow, if a crow can do that, oh, is that your dog, the one that?
yeah, man. So this dude right here, his name
Yeah.
is Simba, and this dude right here, dude, he stares at me. He has this thing that he just stares at me, and then and it trips me out. Um, I have to tell him like, hey, bro, like, what are you looking at?
Ah.
But he's about to be 3, you know.
Oh wow.
But he the other day he was just staring at me, man, for like an hour and a half, just staring at me while I was sleeping, you know. And I talked to a couple of people, and they were just like, you know, they just see things, you know, that we don't see,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, or he senses something around you, and but he's very calm, you know. He just chills. You know, he's very territorial, so he likes to protect me a lot.
yeah. Absolutely. What do you call it? Yeah, no, I could see that dog. It looks like he's very aware. Like you could see his.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It gave me the sense, because I told you my dog's very spiritual. Like I've never had a dog like that one, and that one
Hmm.
had kind of like the same look. So it's definitely there to protect you and all that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
He's
kind of dog
very
is it? That one?
so he's a terrier mix.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool,
Yeah, I
cool.
have another one too, but he likes being with my brother-in-law more.
Oh,
He's
okay.
more attached to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so what do you call it? So no, that's beautiful that you're on your journey. Is there any other crazy things that you've had that you were just like, whoa, like any crazy experiences or
Um, as far as experiences, I don't know, man. I gotta like shuffle my cards. I got so
nah,
many,
it's all good, man. I
you
really
know,
like the way you explained everything without having to go into
like
all the
depth.
crazy stuff, right? Like just
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
journey, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
very
yeah,
plain and simple. Because sometimes that's all it takes, right? Like it's not you don't
yeah,
have to see ghosts or moving objects to be like, oh, what is this? Now I gotta see. For you, it was just a sense of life, right? Like there were things in life
yeah,
that just seemed okay. There's more, it didn't take,
yeah,
and that's like it didn't take that, right? Like some people, oh, I want to see this. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in this. You gotta show me. I gotta see God doing backflips in front of me to believe in him or something, right? For you, it's just
yeah,
very, very like okay, there's more to life. So I like that you have that awareness, So that's
yeah. I had to like like it's like when you do something bad, bro, and then let's just say nothing came out of it, right? Like, yeah,
yeah,
you did something bad, you got away with it, blah blah blah. You know, you move forward, you don't even think about it no more. But later on, that thing comes with a big size 12, ready to kick you right in the ass, you know, because
yeah.
you don't see it where it comes from, and karma. Yeah, I believe in karma, bro. Like
Oh
what goes
yeah,
around comes around. Like man, and at first I thought, like I told you, around this time I thought I was untouchable. Nobody could mess with me, and it didn't have to come in a human form, bro. It would come into like a material thing or something that I needed. It would just go away, you know. So you know, like it's crazy how life it'll come at you at different angles when you least expect it, you know,
absolutely.
or even if you do expect it, you just want to act like you don't. So I will act like I don't. No, 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 no. Like that's not gonna happen to me. Yeah, right.
Mm.
Like karma doesn't have a specific name or a time or place. When it comes at you, it comes at you. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just gotta learn to deal with it. But it's just through the journey of just going through the pain, the suffering, the good times, the bad times. I think it opens a pathway. You know, you could say your third eye or you want to call it however you want to call it. Um, because everybody takes the spiritual thing. Like I said, I'm still too new to it. Like as far as I know about it, but nobody's told me, okay, yeah, this is facts right here. This is facts. Everything that I've done is like all through self research,
yeah, yeah.
and me and it's been a tough road because I had to put a pause on it, bro, because I just didn't know who to talk to, how to come out about it. One time that I did come out about it, like I used to hear like shit in my head, bro. You
Mm.
know, and it was like never something like oh go kill yourself or something negative or it was just something like imagine like critic. you having critics in your head, you know? Just
Yeah.
everything I'm doing, everything, that it was like that for a while, bro. But now it's like it's very I'm chill, I'm
Yeah.
calm. It comes like in waves if it does, and it's like I don't know, it's gotten to a point where it just doesn't even like bother me, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just maybe or sometimes you're like maybe it's just me talking shit to myself,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know. But you take it like a grain of salt, basically, and and you just learn to listen. I learn to listen because I don't like to listen, so I have to listen. And sometimes I get some good feedback. I get something that oh, you know what? I should start doing that. You know, um, so it's been a negative and a positive with it. You know, a lot of people say it's a spiritual guide, or you're just trying to lead you to your path, and and it's been something that I had to learn to accept. You know, and it just opens a what I've noticed that since opening my mouth and speaking up, like it's been like a weight off my shoulders, you know,
Mm.
that I'm not on this path by myself. That there's people that have experience with this path. That there's people that know about the path, and like again, I sound like all calm and chilling about it, but in my head I'll be like, "What?" I just want to yell, like I want the answers, and
Yeah.
it's just like, or I want to learn, and 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 'cause I do programs, and if you probably, like just programs outside of the like to get myself better, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do programs, I do therapy, bro. It's crazy that I was talking to my therapist, and then she was like, I was telling her my story, and she was like, Jesus, you should write a book.
Nah.
But you know what? In the same sentence, like she was like, dude, it's like you have like two angels next to you or something.
Mm.
Like I could I don't know. I feel like I see them. Like it's like a presence around you, and and this was like before we ran into each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like maybe like 2 months before I ran into you guys, and so that was like something like clicked in my head, like there's that like if somebody like feels it or or whatever they interpret it from it. I don't know. I felt like I just needed to let it out, bro.
Yeah.
I needed to share this. I needed to talk to somebody. I needed to just voice out what I feel, man. You know, and and trust me, like don't let the image fool you. Like yeah, like, it's you can say people like us, we're very good at playing roles, especially if you live in you come from like that streets lifestyle. It's even easier to switch it up,
Mm.
to put on
Yeah.
this like, okay, I'm standing firm, right? And then it's easy for us to, in the same sentence, it's as easy to be vulnerable and let your feelings out, like and growing up, it's like or you was even though I wasn't like because I grew up around women and stuff like that, women and men, but mostly women. Um, but my mom was a single mother, at the moment, at the time, I got my stepdad. He's like my dad. Um, but what I'm trying to get is that like you hear like men don't cry or whatever, bro. I cried in Lion King, bro. When Simba. when his dad
Yeah.
like dad, that shit made me cry, bro. So like I get sensitive, like if freaking if something's sad in a movie or something, I'm like, dude, like a tear will come down, like Jesus Christ.
That's
But
funny,
no, I'm
man.
just saying, just saying, like, it's good to put yourself in vulnerable situations. Now, not everything you have to hold in and coop it up inside, bro, because that's a recipe for you to like to start self-destructing without you noticing that you're self-destructing. Like and it clears your conscience. Like clears your soul. You know, so I'm very in tune with myself, you could
Ah,
say.
that's good.
You
Yeah.
know, and uh, I'm about to cry right now. I just
Ah, let it out, man.
let it out.
You're in a safe space.
Come on, puppet.
Yeah, man.
No, but it's like but this is because of like because I do a program, right? And then it's taught me a lot, bro. And it's taught me like, bro, I wouldn't be doing this right now, bro. I'll be like super like, yeah, I'm out there, but it would take like me getting angry or something for me to like speak up or
Mm,
around be comfortable, around people. I'm very good at speaking out, like or talking right now, or more open about it because the program that I go to, like, you share where you're at, you share your experience. They say you share your experience, strength, and hope. You know what I'm saying? So,
um,
so I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna start speaking up right here because I want to like eventually, it's crazy. It all led to something else. So look, and now I'm
mhm.
talking with you, right? To
Yeah,
be on freaking YouTube, bro. Who would have freaking known that I would be on YouTube or anything like that?
yeah.
The most that I have on YouTube is probably like I put a clip of I didn't know what it was at the moment I was driving down Sepulveda, because I live over here in the West Side in LA, and I'm driving down Sepulveda and I see this freaking rocket, I guess, and I guess it was the Elon Musk rocket
Oh, yeah.
going up, and I'm like, and I'm over here filming it like you don't see me, but I'm filming it like what the fuck is that? Like
Yeah.
somebody in the comments like you idiot. It was a rocket like from the
Yeah.
Elon Musk rocket. I
No,
was
I
just
did the
like
same
laughing.
thing. I filmed it. I was
I
like,
was
what
I
is
was just like tripping and I
Yeah,
was like, what the hell is that?
yeah,
I didn't think it was an alien or nothing like that, but I was just like, what the hell?
yeah,
You just don't see that in LA.
yeah.
But it's just a a journey of what I'm trying to get at is like the more I will go up there and speak, and it's kind of like helped me out to like it helps out in a lot of areas, bro. You know, to speak up for yourself, to speak up to it's been a small but gradual moving forward as far as the where it's leading up to. You never know. Like right now I'm talking to you. You never know. Just next time I'll probably be talking in a crowd. You just
Yeah.
never know. That's how life works, and so you know, uh, and when I say my program, I like because I'm just recovering from like suffering from addiction, bro.
Mm,
Because also yeah, I used to be in addiction, but and I used to be like yeah, you would do it because you want that next high. You just you're chasing that high, but then this door opened with this stuff. You know, like it opened up even more, bro. With me, being in addiction. Like it would raise my senses, bro. I'm already, as you could tell, as me talking, it's very high, but that just takes it to a whole nother level, and 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 I was just like, I was abusing it, you know. I was abusing the what what you could say God gave me, the abilities, and so now I'm just trying to straighten that out, bro, and do this for a positive, bro. I'm gonna do it, Like I said, I don't have to like help out. If I could help out the world, I would, and I'll do it gracefully, and I'll do it with humbly, you know what I'm saying? But uh, There's just certain things we can control, people, places, and things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I've been trying to that was like slammed in my face to understand. You know, and it's like, and that's the truth, bro. You just can't control everybody, and you can't just I can't help everybody. I gotta help myself first. So this journey opens up all that stuff, and I'm humbled about it. I hope that like right now that I'm when I'm talking, maybe there's somebody out there, bro, that like you were saying, like maybe somebody like us that looks like us, that they don't even know what's up. They think like, oh, the homies, the homies, the homies don't understand, homie.
Yeah.
Or that lifestyle, the street lifestyle, doesn't understand. But it's not about if if the outside needs to understand. It's for you to understand. You know,
Yeah.
once you understand what you stand on, what you believe in, then the sky's the limit. Like
Yeah.
as far as you coming to your own and being more at peace. Because
Absolutely.
it's just and it might seem here to you just see this infinite road that never ends, bro, but it doesn't. you know and it ends with you just accepting and taking things gracefully and just moving forward despite whatever comes your way, because it's just life. We're doing the spiritual thing, but at the same time it's life. And we can't, because we all want to stay in the positive. Oh yeah, when we all positive, and meditate on it, or you do all that stuff, but that's just for an individual. That's for oneself. I can't do it for everybody.
Yeah.
If everybody's in chaos outside running around, like in the pandemic, everybody was like running around, and they said, oh, everything shut down from one day to another, because that's what happened right here, and over here where I'm at, it just everything closed down from one day to another, and I see everybody running to the store, and that was that one, like you can just see clips on YouTube or wherever, oh, people like fighting each other. I'm like, I'm that one. Come fight me over for this cart. you know. And I saw everybody running around, and I'm just like, I'm just chilling, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, like, in that moment, I didn't want to soak in all that energy, of everybody
Absolutely.
just in, like, I'm just like, hey, we're in this situation, and being like that is not gonna help nobody. It's not gonna help me. It's not gonna help my kids. It's not gonna, you know what? Let's just come here for what we need to get, and let's get out of here. And yeah,
Yeah.
So, just and do I handle every situation like that? No, you know, because I still have a lot of anger issues. Um, and it's mostly because, you know, there's no worse critic than oneself, you know, and I am my biggest critic, and so gotta learn. Like I've been learning to like tame yourself, like calm down, bro. The world's not ending tomorrow, and if it does, it does,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's not gonna happen right now at this very moment, you know. Another thing is like learning to live in the moment,
Yeah.
be in the present, and look. I I woke up at 6 in the morning. I sent you those songs. I was like, oh, let me see, let me see. I'm gonna send him that song and let's see if he's up, or I just send it just like whatever, just to start off the morning and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me take a shower, shave my hair real quick. You know, now I'm here talking. I didn't know how I was gonna handle this, bro. I didn't know how I was gonna go about it. If I was gonna, I knew that, like, you know what? I was just like, just let me be myself, because I like to joke around, laugh. I'll make everybody laugh around me,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way I am, you know. And but again, it takes a lot of like self awareness you know, of figuring yourself out, you know, and this journey, this is what this journey is all about, and I'm like so excited, you know, I'm so happy, you know, for myself, for those around me, you know, like I wish you nothing but success, bro, you know,
Likewise, likewise.
in
Thank you.
your journey, you know, like I watched a couple of your, you know, since getting to know you. I saw a couple of them, and you know, you know, it's awesome.
Thank
You're
you.
good at
Thank
interviewing, man, and
thank you. Thank
listening to people. Because a lot of people, I watch a lot of interviews, but everybody's different, bro. So I can't compare you to this person, to that person, but that person. You know, I guess what the crowd doesn't like when people get cut off. You know, they
Mm,
want the people to hear tell their stories, and you're really good at just letting people flow, you know. So that's awesome about you, bro.
thanks.
Cause especially like people like myself, bro, we just like we think one thing and then we just run. You know, our mind just keeps going. Like it's sometimes it's not even our mind, bro. It's our mouths. We just cause of just cause of life, bro. You know, the experience of life, and it just comes easy to talk about it. You know,
Absolutely.
so this is like a very like a humbling experience, bro, for me.
Oh,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
thank you.
Because
No,
it's
I'm
like
honored. I'm honored that you came on here, man. And like you said, you're coming out of the spiritual closet, kind of. You know, I'm honored that you did it here. So
yeah,
thank you. Yeah,
yeah, man. Because you know, you just don't know. Like, you know, I could go into depth where I'm like, oh man, what are people gonna say? What are people gonna do? But what are you gonna do? Like, you're behind a keyboard. Like, what can you do? You
yeah,
know, like if you like. If somebody wants to get mad at me because of that, I'm like, dude, it's like I guess the world does have problems and stuff like that,
absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know. So I don't really think it like that in the negative, you know. And that's like that's how easy you can get into those negative to positive, you know. And you know, that's another thing that it's the balance of that, bro. You know, you give something so much energy, like you don't understand how easily it comes back at you compared to if you go when you know when you do good, good things happen. When you do bad, bad things happen. Like I never believed in that. You know, like I was like, that, not me. And as you can see, I said it and it didn't have a name behind it. Like it's for everybody, you know.
yeah, yeah,
So that's the way it is, you know.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
understanding life
Yeah. Hey,
for sure.
would you want people to be able to connect with you like outside of here, or because if you want to, I could put, or you could share it like your links, like oh IG, YouTube, whatever, or I could
Oh
put
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. You can put like you can put my email. You know,
Oh,
I don't mind.
yeah,
Yeah, they can email me. You know, if you got some questions or whatever.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Because like you said, if someone sees like how they say, oh, that we look like them or something, and
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
hey man, I
yeah,
want
man.
to reach out. I want to reach out to somebody, and
Yeah, or it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody like us, just that looks like us. It's just somebody that could relate, you know,
yeah,
to the
exactly.
story. Like you know, that just doesn't know how to go about it, or you know, because hey man, that's a lonely world, man. That's a hell of a lonely world. I don't know how many times I would like cry to myself, bro. Literally cry in my sorrows, bro, and my sadness, not knowing what to do.
Mm,
It's a lonely world, bro. That's a lonely world. And I feel like, like, and it takes time to like build that confidence, to build that trust in yourself, to get over that hump, you know? Because
yeah,
you know, it's not a safe place to be in that state of mind, you know? Because you could go this way or that way, you know,
yeah,
but you want to go that way. So
absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
and stand firm on your own too, and with your held up, with your head held up high, you know, like
Yeah,
nobody's looking down on you, but it's up here that's telling you, you know, that's just up here that you program yourself, you know, of series of life situations and you know or or just the environment of your home, you know, like to lead you down that way or that way. But you just gotta stay that way no matter what. And sometimes you gotta. Sometimes, luckily for me, I have a lot of support around me. You know, I've been blessed around with that. But there's a lot of people that don't have that. And my best advice is like you gotta be sometimes like sometimes even with all that support, I have to be my own self motivator.
Yeah.
And it's just a process. And like the best advice I could give somebody is like do it in baby steps.
Mm.
Do it in baby steps, little small things. If even if it's a bag of chips, bro. Like
Yeah.
my camera's shaking. My dog is scratching himself right.
Oh, I was like, what's going on?
It's not an earthquake, bro. It's not an earthquake. I know we had
I
earthquake though.
I know, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's funny because I like, I'm used to them by now, but it's all good. But yeah, on that note, I guess unless you have anything else you want to share, but we could cut it right there, and I'd love to have another conversation. We could definitely do it again.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So this next time, you know, um, we're gonna do it like live or something, or
Oh yeah, yeah,
that would have
absolutely.
been
Yeah,
dope
yeah.
too. Like we get some
Okay.
callers or like just gotta figure out what what's people's schedule like. What's
Yeah.
the best time to get on here so we could do that with them. I'll be
Yeah, yeah.
down too.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever you're open up to, bro. Like,
No, no, I've been wanting to like
cause
I've done a few lives, and I'm always trying to find people that want to do a live, and
yeah, I don't.
yeah, yeah.
I'm all good. I mean, this was like game changer for me, you
Oh,
know.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'm natural with people, bro. So it's just it's for me it's nothing, bro. It's like it's easy, you know.
All right, so we'll and next time
Yeah,
with the live, we'll be like, yeah, anyone has, if they have any relationship questions, they have any financial questions, we got Eric right here. You'll
yeah.
be like,
I'm like, oh yeah, you like you need some financial advice? Get an accountant. You want a relationship? Go get a therapist.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
nah, like like there's questions that you know there's certain things I could talk about and there's certain things I can't. I'm not gonna lie to people like and give people like relationship advice or something like that. Like I could, but that's something I'm working on myself.
Oh,
But
okay.
I could tell you like what not to do. If you want to fuck up your relationship, I could tell you that all day.
Yeah.
Or what you should be doing to because I know what I need to be doing, but it's just the way life is, and just rolling with the punches.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, man. So that's cool. I look forward to that. We'll do that for sure. And
Yeah,
no, man, it's been an
I'm
honor.
happy
I
that you got
really,
to.
but
I'm happy that you got to meet my dog,
yeah, 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 yeah.
Simba. That's Simba right there, bro.
Simba, wow,
Yeah,
that's the Lion King in the making, huh?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Simba. No, I'm
Hakuna
sure.
Matata, bro. Hakuna Matata.
Ah, it means no worries. Yeah,
It means
that's
no
funny.
worries, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That song. See, it's like that. Like little things sometimes you'll hear like almost like something whispers something in your ear, and then like I've been told that, like I remember once Akuna Matata, and I started singing, and I'm like, oh, it means no worries. I remember the song, so it was like something
Yeah,
was
yeah,
telling me like don't worry, but they were trying to make me laugh because they're over instead of saying no worries, they're over here telling me Akuna
yeah.
Matata.
Hakuna
So I was like, what
Matata.
the?
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
yeah.
so
See that's the type of crap that I'll be going through sometimes.
yeah, yeah,
I'm like, what are you trying to say, bro?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's just your path that you're going down on.
And I'm glad you brought up the sense of humor thing because people think I think maybe that turns people off because they're so used to like the religious way how
Yeah.
like if the spirituality is a serious thing, but you'd be surprised, man. To me, whatever communicates with me, like it has a sense of humor, so whether it's
Hey man,
God or
like
so.
like 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 the way I see that, bro, honestly, is that like and I get it if you're religious and I get it if you're like really in the moment with that type of stuff or you take it like extremely freaking, you know, military on it. Hey, more power to you. I'm happy for you. If that makes you happy. What I feel is that, man, Jesus or God, like, come on, man. We're human, bro. Yeah, he would have made us like freaking like robots. We would have been all the same. We would have been all perfect, but we're not. We're all different.
Yeah,
And 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 for damn sure, he has a sense of humor, man. He would have made
absolutely.
me funny. He would have made me funny if I funny
Yeah, yeah.
looking or something, so, and that's like sense of humor, bro. It's one of the things that's kept me from breaking down,
Mm,
from reaching that point of no return, is having a sense of humor and living. Not everything's funny, not everything's a joke. It's a time and place for everything, but
yeah, yeah.
I try to like laugh and try to make other people laugh, and we're over here all joking around, and everybody's in a good vibe, because laughter brings positive vibes, bro. It brings it it raises up our vibra our what's it called? Our
Vibration.
our vibration. Exactly.
Absolutely.
You
No, no,
know?
and in the native way, like in ceremony, like all the ceremonies I've been to, it's almost like someone never failed to mention, like in the native way, they say laughter is the best medicine. So they've
Yeah, it is.
always made it a point at some point or another, an elder or something to make sure they say that in a sense. Hey, laughter is the best medicine. So,
It
if
is.
someone
It
was
is.
being serious and someone's laughing and hey, even, an old, an elder that's, whether 70, 80 years old, they'll be like, hey, laughter's the best medicine, so it's good that someone always reminds you of that in those settings. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no. I know that
absolutely.
you're not stuck in the matrix. You got the architect behind you.
Yeah. Well, that's my rap name. Yeah, that's my. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
That's what
yeah?
I go by. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'll send you some
Órale,
songs.
órale.
I know I haven't sent you
All
any
right.
songs, but yeah, old art. And that came to me in a vision. My grandpa that had passed on. He would I thought of him as an architect, but he would build stuff for the Mexican government in Mexico. Even the
Okay.
president at one time wrote him a letter like to tell him thank you because he would build the bridges, and there were rivers, we're talking about 1940s, 30s around there. So, there were still a lot of things that were being built. He built dams, built
Out of
bridges.
bricks or what? Out of bricks?
Huh?
Out of bricks?
I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
well, yeah.
I'm just joking with you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
The bricks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. No, no. So,
Yes,
like
bro.
one day, like he
Yeah,
came to me in a vision and it's
yeah,
like that. Like they talk to you telepath. This is when I was barely like really
yeah,
starting to learn more and more.
yeah,
And it was one of those where it was like a door swung open and he was standing there. I was walking in my hallway. So I thought I was awake. I was walking in my hallway and the
yeah,
door swings open and he's standing right there. And I go, and boom, I jump. I'm in my bed all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, whoa, but it felt so real. And it was like he told me instantly from that day on, it was like, it's like I woke up knowing that's what I was gonna use. Oh, the architect, right? Like,
yeah, yeah,
like that. I just woke up knowing. It's like he down, like how they say downloads. Like it was downloaded into my head. Boom, from this moment on. Cause before I had one of those names I didn't really like that was given to me from like the street names, right? That was given to me
yeah,
when I was a kid. My first album, that's what I was using. I never liked it, but it kind of stuck with me, the nickname. And then
yeah,
now it was like, boom, this is your title now. This is your name. And I was glad that it was given to me in that way. So yeah. But yeah, just that. That was the quick story. But yeah, no, so
cool,
what
cool,
cause I feel like we'll
for
keep
sure.
talking and
Yeah,
talking.
no, I get it, I get
So
it.
yeah, yeah. No, but this is a great conversation, man. I really enjoyed it. So we'll do it live soon for anybody
Yeah,
watching. Thank you to anybody that stuck around this long and watched this interview. That didn't even feel like an interview, right? Just a good conversation. So thank you
yeah, yeah,
once
no,
again. And on that
all
note,
right,
we'll
bro.
end it.
All right,
All right. So thank you. All right. Peace.
Life may move fast, or it may move slow. I met a silly man who said he make it slow. We look up out towards space, or even at the sky. One day pass away, but never look inside. Breathe in, breathe out. Life is a maze, but we'll figure this out. I mean, human beings, I ain't got no doubt.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, sometimes you just feeling it, you know what I'm saying? You just feeling it. And I want to feel this way forever.